Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? Peace and love, peace and love. Happy, thankful, thriving, and therapeutic Thursday. Back again, back again, back again with another Thursday, another episode of SRDaily, man. We are changing the culture. We are changing the narrative. We are changing our own lives, our own destiny. We are taking full control over our lives, over our reality, over our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. We are no longer making excuses. We are no longer blaming society. We are no longer blaming our families, our parents, our spouses, our exes. We're no longer blaming our children. We're no longer even blaming our past selves. We're simply taking accountability. This is where I'm at. This is where I want to be. How do I get there? That's the question. Assess where you are. Determine where you, this is a bar. Assess where you are. Determine where you want to go. And figure out how to get there. Right? Assess where you are. I hope when you guys watch this, write this down. Assess where you are. Determine where you want to be. Right? In that, you figure out, okay, what's the distance, right? How far am I from where I want to be, right? How close am I? How far am I? Perspective, right? Once I can determine how far I am from my destination, then I can say, okay, we're going to take this vehicle, right? Okay, we're going to take this, because sometimes you may need a little faith, right? Sometimes you may need some creativity. Sometimes you may have the faith, you may have the creativity, you just may need a little courage, right? You may need a little patience. You see? Like, there's nothing to it but to do it. Assess where are you? Where you want to go, and how the F do we get there? How do you get there? How do you get to where you want to go? That's it. And that's what we're doing. Again, we're not blaming our moms, our dads, those who were there and bad, those who weren't there. We're not blaming we're not like, assess. It happened, right? Parents, they did some things. The government, society did some things, right? But it's one thing to say, yo, they did this. Yo, the government, they don't want us to succeed. Yo, the government. Okay, figure out a way then. Because one thing I've learned, one thing that has been, I guess, instilled in me from my dad, and all of the other great people that I've been fortunate enough to meet in my life, meet and spend time with, share space and time with, whether, reading about them, hearing about them, or knowing them personally, is that you determine your destiny. Is that you determine your destiny. The conditions that you were born into were not your fault, absolutely. However, how you end up is absolutely your responsibility, right? So as a man especially, right, as an adult male, as a man, I ain't letting nobody hold me back, man, from accomplishing my dreams, from living my dreams, accomplishing my goals, and manifesting my God-given destiny, right? And freaking actualizing this vision that the divine implanted and imparted in me. Man, you got to be crazy if I'm gonna let a government, a system full of people who could be incompetent, right? Not the sharpest knives in the drawer, as they say. I'm gonna let them stop me from accomplishing my goals. I'm gonna let them stop me from living my dreams. I'm gonna let them stop me from bringing into this world the vision that God gave me, that I was born with, that my parents, when they created me, didn't even know was also being like infused in my being. I'm gonna let them, a system, a group of people who I may think is incompetent, who are selfish, who are ignorant, who are just plain, let's say it's stupid. I'm gonna let them stop me from accomplishing my goals. You better be freaking crazy if you think that's gonna happen, right? And so we each gotta have that same conviction. You are who you are. You are here for a reason. The things that happen, happen. What we gonna do with it? You went through the pain, you might as well get something from it. If you went through the pain of the loss, of the betrayal, of the heartbreak, right? Of the, growing up rough. If you endured that pain, you might as well get something from it. You might as well make something of it. Make it count. Right? Turn it from lead to gold. Alchemize it. You are an alchemist. Transmute, transmogrify, transform. Come on. You could do it. You could do it. You got it in you. You got the makings of a world-class story. You got the makings of one of the best stories that has ever been told. But not if you keep blaming. Not if you keep blaming your parents, the government, your siblings, blaming your past self even. Oh, I was, all right, you were stupid then. You was ignorant then. You didn't know no better. Now you know better. Would you make the same decision? No. Would you do the same things? Probably not. Maybe so. Right? And so it ain't your past self you blaming, it's the current self you blaming because you still stuck in that old mentality. Yo, listen, I can go on all day. I'm on fire. I'm on fire today, guys. I'm feeling great. Shifting perspectives, able to change everything. We're gonna get into the show. Peace and love. Eddie Kruger, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What's going on, Vilma? Peace and love. Happy Thursday. Sefu Sankofa, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I want to ask you guys, one or both of you, Eddie and Frank Sefu, if you guys coming to food distribution today, and if so, if you have time to come to Queensbridge a little early, help me move the stuff back from my mother's house to the Reese. If not, no worries. I could obviously do it. I should get there a little early where I could take my time, one at a time. All right. But yeah, if you guys could, that'll be appreciated. The volunteers are not getting there until about 2:00, and I want to have the stuff from my mother's crib already there so we can set up quickly. But no worries. Yo, listen, peace and love. Great rising. Happy Thursday. We are here. I'm your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. I am on fire this morning. The wisdom I just shared is not even part of the segment. I mean, it is now because it's recorded and it's live and we there, but it wasn't part of my talk. I just, come on before the show starts. The show starts. All right? Got to drop a little something before the show starts. Freaking mucus. Yo, I was reading something yesterday. It said, I don't remember where I was reading it, but it was talking about like coming off a fast, right? Long fast, or it was about changing your diet, right? When you change your diet and you don't put certain foods in your body for a while, putting them in your body starts to react differently. And so obviously, I did 31 days of watermelon, right? And I've been eating too much food since breaking it. I've been eating too much, right? Gained too many pounds back. We're gonna talk about that later though. But feeling better than I did breaking previous fast, right? I am improving. I am getting better. I am getting wiser, right? But specifically, it was, we going into the time. But I got you guys. It's gonna be a great show. Your body. You don't eat certain foods for a while. You come back to your body. So bread, right? Bread. Whew. I love bread, right? My body's responded differently. Mucus in my body. Mucus is in my body. I've been sneezing a lot more, running nose a lot more the last 3-4 days, right? Whereas I went a whole month, I don't think I sneezed at all, right? A month and some change. I don't think I sneezed, had no mucus, but mucus in my body. Not eating so many bad foods. Well, yeah, not really bad foods. Just too much food, right? The sandwiches from my event on Sunday, I ate a bunch of sandwiches this week. My vegan sandwiches, vegan rib ring, or mac and cheese on a bagel, the vegan Stillmatic. I ate way too many of those this week. Had some pasta, right? That was really it, right? A couple of other things, but it was just too much of it, just too much food. But yeah, body reacting differently, right? But one thing I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful that since making a change, right? Not just the last month, but the last 10 years, 12 years, right? 7 years, right? As time goes on, my body releasing waste a lot faster, right? I eat, and some people eat, and some people they eat 3-4 meals a day, bunch of snacks. They poop 3 times a week. I poop every day, right? I poop every day, multiple times a day, but it's happening faster, right? I eat and then poop. Gotta poop. I'm like, whoa. That's efficiency. I love that. But yo, we're gonna hit the share button. We're gonna hit the share button. Share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Share this live. Share this live. Share this live with your peoples. And we're gonna get into the show in about 1.5 minutes or so, give or take. Hit that share button. Share this live. Share this content with your peoples. Spread the love. Spread the love. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. Spread the love and share the wealth. all that fly stuff. Let's go. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, Sean Sugar Marcy. You are tuned into episode 387 of SR Daily. SR Daily is with personality meets enlightenment. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a quote of the day, Thursday, June 12th, 2025. Today's quote is from one of my favorite humans to ever live. Not my dad, right, but Malcolm X. Quote is, "You can never get civil rights in America until our human rights are first restored. We will never be recognized as citizens here until we are first recognized as humans." Let's read that one more time. Today's quote of the day is from Malcolm X, El Haj Malik El Shabazz, the one, the only, the guy. "You can never get civil rights in America until our human rights are first restored. We will never be recognized as citizens here until we are first recognized as humans." How real and true is this? Yo, B Dot, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, my brother. Listen, how true is this quote? People still want to organize around civil rights. People still want to organize around civil rights. Meanwhile, they kill us in the street like dogs. They violate our communities. They violate our children. They violate us men and our women. They don't even see us as humans. They do not even see us as humans. People want to organize around civil rights. Be civil. Okay, I'm civil amongst those who are deemed as human. How can they be civil with you if they don't see you as human? How can they be civil with you if they don't see you as a human being deserving and worthy of basic human respect and decency? Treat our apartments like trash, right? Those who are supposed to upkeep them, right? In public housing specifically, they treat it like trash, like school foods, trash, everything, trash. And people want to organize around civil rights. Like human rights, man. Human rights is the human rights violations that is going on. Right? We cannot beg and plead our way to freedom, justice, and liberation. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. Please respect me. Please see me as civil. No, we have to come together, unite, and take a different approach. And we got to do it now. We need to take a new approach. We need to take that approach now, today, as we speak. Those organizing, those out there fighting, demonstrating, protesting, regroup, take a break, pause, shut it down, go back, figure out a different approach. Because they don't see us as humans. So how are they going to respect our civilities? How are they going to respect our civilities when they don't respect our humanity? Disrespectful, disgusting. Groups of people like that. It's groups of people like that. Understand this country is violent and oppressive. The people got to make a united stand, like for our shared humanity. We got to make a united stand for our shared humanity, protect each other, defend each other, fight for each other. And you, as a righteous person, is going to fight for the people who may not fight for you because you got a common enemy. You can never get civil rights in America until our human rights are first restored. We will never be recognized as citizens here until we are first recognized as humans. Powerful, 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 powerful. Let us go to our second segment of the day. Zoran Mamdani is closing in on Andrew Cuomo. He's leading Cuomo for the first time in polls. We're going to read this from Politico. 13 hours ago, Mamdani surges a new poll, leading Cuomo for first time in New York mayor's race. I want Mamdani to win. I think he could do a great job as mayor. I believe that he will bring in with him new faces. He will give new opportunities to people who have historically been left out of opportunities when it comes to funding, when it comes to all the opportunities that relates to the mayor's office, right? And so, yeah, let's read this article, right? I personally don't understand how anybody could vote for Cuomo, how anybody's voting for Cuomo, how anybody wants to vote for Cuomo, wants to see Cuomo as mayor. Somebody said it earlier. I was reading on this. Well, they said it recently. I was reading a social media post this morning on the train. It said Cuomo was horrible as a governor. He's going to be even worse as a mayor. Andrew Cuomo was horrible as a governor and will be even worse as a mayor. But there's people who still want him to win. And it makes me think, it makes me remember the saying that's so true. No matter how bad a person is, there are some folks who love them and respect them the same. No matter how bad a person is. No matter how bad a person is. Person could be the worst scum of the earth. There's a few people who love them and who respect them. It's crazy. Right? But let's read this article and let's get into it. The former governor has topped every voter survey since entering the race, but the Democratic Socialist is gaining on him. Come on, let's go. This is from yesterday, 6/11/2025. Zohran Mamdani has climbed atop the New York City mayoral race, according to a new poll. New York, Zohran Mamdani, the young Democratic Socialist who has been rising in the mayor's race, is now ahead of Andrew Cuomo with just 2 weeks until the Democratic primary. A new poll reviewed in full by Politico found. The survey, conducted by Public Policy Polling for Democrat Justin Brannon's city comptroller campaign, found Mamdani beating Cuomo 35% to 31%, a difference that is narrowly within the 4.1% margin of error. Cuomo has been a constant frontrunner since his March 1st entrance into the race to oust Mayor Eric Adams, with most publicly released polls showing him with comfortable leads. This new survey, which did not include a ranked choice voting simulation, stands to signal a reordering of the highly unusual contest ahead of the June 2024 election. Just 2 weeks, yo, it's crazy. Yo, Dritty Diamond, what's going on, my brother? 2 weeks away, man. 2 weeks away from the Democratic primary. The poll of 573 likely Democratic voters was conducted between June 6th and June 7th after 9 candidates faced off in the first televised debate. The following day, June 5th, Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez endorsed Mamdani, lending political star power to his campaign. 39% of the poll's responses came from landlines and 61% from text messages, a methodology that favored Mamdani given his strength with those responding via text, according to the results. The survey showed the race continuing to narrow to a two-person contest between the youngest and oldest candidates in the field, but it didn't offer respondents the chance to rank up to 5 candidates in order of preference, as they will be able to do on primary day. I personally do not like the ranked choice voting. I don't like that. I think it takes away from, I do not like ranked choice voting. Like, for what? A Cuomo campaign poll conducted by Expedition Strategies and shared with Politico earlier this week found the former governor leading Mamdani by 12 points, 56% to 44% after 8 rounds of voting. That poll was conducted over the same period as the Public Policy Polling survey showing Mamdani's lead. A separate survey by Data for Progress for Mamdani Allied Super PAC found Cuomo winning by 2 points, 51% to 49%, also after 8 rounds. Cuomo, I do not want to see him as mayor, man. Like, it's insane. It's telling that the only polls showing this trend line are paid for by Zohran Mamdani Inc., said Cuomo spokesperson Rich as a party, referring to Mamdani's choice to cut a fundraising video for Brannon. Though that video came after Brannon's team commissioned this poll. As you know, we have had a poll in the field at the same time, and our poll showed a race with us maintaining what has now been a consistent double-digit lead for more than 3 months, which is rare for any NYC mayoral race in recent memory. It's not lost on us that Politico is the only NYC media outlet that continues to take these outlier polls. Mamdani's camp took a victory lap. When you run a disciplined grassroots campaign relentlessly focused on an agenda to address the crisis in working people's lives, these are the results, Mamdani spokesperson Andrew Epstein said. New York City is so close to turning the page on the corrupt politics of the past and winning a future we can afford. The poll found the remaining candidates, some of whom have been running for far longer, nowhere near the 2 frontrunners. City Comptroller Brad Lander was the choice of just 9% of those surveyed, despite his citywide platform, high rate of campaign spending, and long history with New York's left flank movement. His predecessor, Scott Stringer, who has roots on the vote-rich Upper West Side of Manhattan, received 5%, and City Council Speaker Adrian Adams gained the support of only 4% of respondents, despite the high-profile endorsements of New York Attorney General Letitia James and municipal labor powerhouse District Council 37. Support for Mamdani was strongest among white and Asian voters, but 27% of black voters surveyed supported him, as did nearly 1/3 of Hispanic voters, an indication he is gaining multiracial support among New Yorkers. Cuomo's lead with black voters remains particularly durable at 42%, the poll found. Mumdani, a member of the state assembly, has leveraged social media to gain attention in the crowded race, employing slickly produced videos highlighting his platform like free bus service or government-run grocery stores. His voters don't seem to mind that he hasn't articulated a robust, realistic plan to pay for those programs. What was once a long-shot candidacy by the 33-year-old candidate has evolved into a competitive effort to lead the nation's largest city. Cuomo has sharpened his attacks against Mamdani in recent days by questioning his thin resume and ability to lead a complex city government. The two will face off in another debate Thursday night. Oh, they debate tonight. Oh, interesting. Whew, baby. I wish I could watch the debate tonight. I might put it on when I get back to the crib. But yeah. That's our news of the day. Let's move right along to our third segment of the day, guys. Listen, first of all, staying at our second segment, understand that Cuomo is a criminal. Understand that. Understand that he is a freaking criminal. And he should not be mayor of the city. Like, spread that word. I know that there's people who are diehard Cuomo fans. He's a criminal. I mean, I guess Trump is a criminal too, and he's in office. America. This is America. I could be governor. I could be mayor. And I really could. I really could be governor and or mayor of this city, of this state. I could. And I may. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds for Sugar Ray? I don't know. But I know that this is sickening. And I know that, you know what, even before I think, I wasn't, so real quick, years ago I considered running for city council. Then I thought against it. Then a few years later, right, initially had the thought like 2010, 2011, started to think about it, all right, start to really learn about politics, thought about it, didn't really do much. Then in 2019, for 2020, I really strongly considered running. Did an interview with patch.com, right? I was developing a website. We had some graphics. We was building. I went to some campaign finance board meetings. I was understanding the things. I was pulling my committee together, and then COVID happened, and then I rethought everything. I rethought specifically my fatherhood, and then my mission in life, right? And then since then I've thought about, you know what if I ran for mayor? I will win. I have no doubt that anything I run for, I will win. But like, what if I run for mayor? I will win. But like, that's a lot right now. I got a lot going on personally. That's a lot right now. But I thought about running for city council again. Because we need a better person in my district, District 26, a city council, Long Island City. So yeah, I didn't do anything, right? If I could, I would run just like right now as an independent. Forget the June primaries. I would run as an independent, and I could beat whoever in November. Give me 2 months. I could beat whoever in an election. Give me 3 months. I would have 3 months from July, August to November. I'll beat anybody in an election, man, especially local. Like my hood, my neighborhood, where shit. Anyway, let's move right on to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, as always, is our tip of the day. Today's tip, Sugar Ray for mayor. Hey, Moski, what's going on, baby? Yeah, man, I wouldn't do it now, man. I will run for city council, though. Local, more local impact. As city council person, I would work to make Queensbridge its own municipality, right? That'll be one of my goals. But yeah, right. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to get done to even consider that. Like, and I don't have the bandwidth right now to figure all of that stuff out. So yeah, it's probably not a real thing right now. It may not be. Who knows? But third segment of the day, tip of the day. Today's tip: be clear and precise in your prayers, requests, and commands of the universe. Be clear and precise in your prayers, requests, and commands of the universe. You do get what you ask for, which is why it's absolutely essential to be clear-headed and extremely precise when making acts and commands. You do get what you ask for. You do. My daughter and I was talking about that yesterday. You do get what you ask for. You think about something enough, and it happens. She was asking, what's a vision board? Right? Because I was at Mona's crib, and they was looking at the wall. They're like, what's that? I was telling them photos and a vision board. And so we started talking about vision board, and then my son went and got his vision board. So he has one, and his mom and her partner, and they made vision boards. And I was like, oh, you got a vision board? She said, no, I don't even know what a vision board is. And so I was able to tell her vision board is like when you could take your thoughts, your goals, your dreams, and put them on paper in front of you. So just like you write your goals, you want to also have visual representation of your goals so that you can see it, so that you can think it. Because when you think it more and you take action towards it, right, it happens. So she was like, so like you're living your thoughts? I was like, yeah, like I'm living my thoughts right now. right? You're living your thoughts. You had some thoughts 2 years ago, and now you're living the thoughts, right? So like, yeah. But be clear and precise, because you get what you ask for, man. You get what you ask for. The problem is not that people ask for too big, Steve. I like Steve Harvey says, the problem that people ask too small, right? God, let me make it to work with this beat up car. Okay, you make it to work with the beat up car. Oh God, let me make my rent this month. You make your rent that month. But if you ask for bigger, let me get a new house. I need to make $100K a month. I need to be able to afford a house big enough for my mom, my fiance, her children, my children, right? Right? And a few other people, right? We need a house big enough for us, right? So like, how much money do I need to earn? Okay, what do I need to do to earn that income? Right? Think about relationships. Think about this, right? Because some people are gonna work really hard, really hard, really hard trying to get it, and they may get it, and they will get it. They work really hard, but you could think bigger, you attract bigger. So we're gonna get into that, right? We're gonna get into that because proper perspective is key, right? But be very precise in your acts, right? And be sure to put real intention and emotions behind and into your commands. Feel the feeling. Personally, every time I think about the massive success coming my way and the success that I've had already, I get really freaking emotional. I literally get chills in my body. I get goosebumps, and oftentimes I cry. I cry tears of pure joy, gratitude, and excitement. Like I'm legit witnessing my thoughts and dreams actualized and realized in real time. I'm witnessing it. And those who are watching are witnessing it too, right? Especially those who've been around for 10, 15, 20 years, right? They know like I've been thinking about, speaking about, working toward the same exact thing, and it's happening now all at the same time. And at one point, none of it was happening in the scene, but I still thought about it. I still took action toward it. I still spoke about it, and now it's happening. Vegan Food Fest I'm leading, teaching meditations, right? Like doing all of this stuff, man, doing all of this stuff, right? But let's move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day, as always, kind of building on being clear and precise. I want to talk about proper perspective. Proper perspective. Empress Eats, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, beloved? What is going on, beloved? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? You gotta text me that, man. I'll put in the show, my brother. Judy Diamond is crazy. Text me, man. Like, you're doing the show here, brother. Proper perspective is key, right? Take true inventory. I've stated in recent days how this has been a tough month, right? We're June 12th, right? I said it's been a very tough month. And it has, right? But it's also been an incredible month. It's been an absolutely incredible month. I shifted my perspective, right? 12 days in, and it's been an incredible month. It's actually been one of the best months in some respects, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys why. So first, why I said it's been a tough month. I've gained back more weight than I would have liked. Right. Number one, I lost a lot of weight during the watermelon challenge. In large part, I like to say I cheated. I didn't take anything, but like fasting, like not eating watermelon for 3 days. I went 80 hours with nothing. I lost like 8 pounds, right? I lost 8 pounds in 3 days because eating nothing, drinking nothing. It's like my body shriveled up. And then I did every week 36 to 40 hours, Sunday night to Tuesday afternoon of nothing. So like that helped me cut more weight, right? So granted, if I would have just ate watermelon all month, I would not have lost that much weight, right? But let's go. I've gained back more weight than I would have liked to gain back, right? Because I've freaking eaten too much food. And although I haven't worked out nor journaled as much as I would have liked to, right? Again, proper perspective, there's been some freaking magic happening. I started the month literally June 1st at a freaking barbecue with a billionaire in my neighborhood. That's how the month started. His house, backyard, his family, children, some of my team, right? Like his friends getting to know each other, coming together, chatting, chopping it up, right? Like that's how I started the month. Perspective. This is why I think the show around there was about proximity to success. Barbecue with a billionaire in my neighborhood. Cool, close, right? Then then another multi-millionaire guy with a lot of freaking money. I don't know how much money he got. He got a lot of freaking money. He emailed me, right? I texted him. He emailed me, connected me with somebody on his team, right? One of his programs, so that we can talk about some partnership opportunities, right? That was super dope. And then yesterday, and then yesterday I had an incredible, unexpected call. Listen, I woke up yesterday morning. So yesterday was Wednesday. Tuesday, I had an unexpected, what's an unexpected purchase. Unexpected. I had to pay for something unexpected. I forgot about, right? Fee for a yearly thing for my business, right? A couple $100, almost $400. Didn't expect to pay that. It wasn't on my calendar. Comes out of my account. Call. I'm like, damn. Okay. So yesterday morning I wake up, right? And I tell my fiance, I'm like, yo, I gotta generate some more income. Right? I gotta figure out how to make some more money now. Right? I gotta figure this out. I got things to pay for. I gotta make some more bread. I promise you, yesterday I get a phone call. God calls me, right? Text him the day before. He calls me yesterday. Didn't expect to have this conversation with him, right? I expected to have a different kind of conversation. But we jump on the phone. We spend 40 minutes on the phone. And we talked about a lot of things. And this is a guy in some pretty big companies, right? Food companies, food-related companies. But he gave me a concept. He gave me an idea. He said, nobody's doing this, Sugar Ray. He said, you could be the first one in this industry with this product doing this. And that's low-hanging fruit. You can make some good money like that. Hit me. Boom. And then the other opportunities is like, yeah, okay. I'm wise enough to understand that when I say I need more money, I'm not always talking about I need more cash right now. What I'm saying is that I need opportunity to generate a lot more money than I'm generating now. Right? So that's pretty dope, if you ask me. Right? So I've had an incredible month. Perspective shift. Shift perspective. Give yourself proper perspective. Right? Yeah, there's some things that are challenging. I gained more weight than I would like to. I have not worked out as much as I would like to, nor have I journaled as much as I would like to. I had a 43-day streak of hitting 10,000 steps. Now, I hit it yesterday, but I went 6 days without hitting it. 2 of those days, I was right there. If I would just walk the extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I would have hit my goal, right? 5 minutes even. One, I was freaking 300 steps away, but falling asleep, right? Not focused. All right. So shift perspective. Yes, that was tough. Yes, that is. But life is both beautiful and challenging at the same freaking time. What are you focusing on? Me, I'm going to focus on his money. I'm going to focus on his beauty. I'm going to focus on his power. And when I do that, then you get in the mindset and say, okay, now let's journal some more. Now let's work out some more. Now let's cut weight again. Right? And guys, that's the show. I tell you, I'm on fire. Today, if you are in New York City, we are doing our food distribution today in Queensbridge, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come purchase some fruits and vegetables. Urban Farm Stand will be open. We're going to have sliding scale. Pay what you can afford. 25% off, 50% off if you need it. Come through. Purchase some fruits and vegetables. Grief support group tonight, 6 to 8. If you are dealing with some grief, whether you lost a loved one, you're still dealing with those challenges. Whether you got a breakup, you're dealing with relationship challenges. You're dealing with parental challenges. You're dealing with school challenges, work challenges, the world frustrations. You're frustrated about what's going on with ICE and all of this bullshit. Come to our grief group tonight. Let's talk about it all, man. I got to get out of here. I got to finish this workout so I can go set up for the food distribution, man. Go meet up with my team. Get the stuff done. Yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marson. This is episode 387 of SRDaily. Please do join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place, to close week 78 with episode 387. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Empress East, I love you, beloved. You are incredible. You are great. You are brilliant. Shine your freaking light. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Sugar Ray for City Councilman Moski. Baby girl, let's get it. Listen, enjoy your day. I love you guys. Chat with you tomorrow. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Remember, you are limitless. Let's go.